Today, we're going to be talking about another different religion.
Shinto. Shinto is a Japanese religion. It's the most ancient religion of Japan and the most natural religion.
It is a nature religion.
It's a nature religion, and nobody really knows the origins of Shinto because it's been around so long, and it's one of those adaptable religions. It sort of like blends and merges and melds and picks pieces up along the way.
And those are evolving religions, which tend to be the most long-lasting. Instead of rigid
the way
and
it is.
stuck, they evolve and bring in different things and start morphing.
But Shinto is a very beautiful and peaceful religion.
And it might include the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because they morph.
I don't think that Shinto has any Power Rangers in it. It might be considered kami, though, but they're not dead.
We'll talk about...
You have to be dead to be a kami.
We'll talk about kami later.
Mostly you have to be dead to be a kami.
Mostly. Except for when you're not.
And that's not communist. That's not a slang.
K-A-M-I.
K-A-M-I. We're talking about the kamis in a second. First, we're going to tell you what Shinto means. So Shinto is made up of two kanji. Shin means God. To means the way. That's not your toe, that's your shoe.
You show a toe.
To means Tao, or the way.
Tao.
So Shinto means way of the gods, basically.
Yes.
The main premise of Shinto, before we get into all of this stuff about Shinto, is living harmoniously with nature and people. Kami is sort of a word loosely translated to mean God, but it doesn't really mean God the way we think.
It kind of means any spirit, anything that has an essence or energy to it.
Kami, there are 8 million kami.
Or more.
It's a ballpark.
Ballpark like Wrigley Field.
And kami can represent nature spirits.
It can represent those who have passed, our loved ones who passed.
Kami represents like a concept, like peace can be a kami. A waterfall can be a kami. A rock can be a kami.
Anything that basically has an essence and energy to it.
Bigger gods can be kami also. The main kami of the Shinto religion is Amaterasu. But she's not
Tiramisu. Amaterasu.
Amaterasu. She's the universal goddess of Coffeecake. Her full name is Amaterasu Omikami. So she's a kami. Her name does not mean coffee dessert in the sky. It means
Tiramisu.
Shining in heaven.
Coffee for us is kami. So coffee, kami. Coffee, kami. Coffee, kami, tiramisu.
Even though she's kind of like the biggest kami of all, isn't worshipped in the same way that the West worships
Different
God
gods and deities.
or Jesus.
As something absolutely and completely separate
Or
and above.
Allah. It's not like this big thing. It's not like you have to like give her all the obeisance first. She's like kind of like a bigger concept.
The concept of kami is that it's very relatable. It's very touchable as far as emotion goes, as far as energy goes and feeling.
So the Shinto concept of the afterlife is very different from our concept of the afterlife in the West.
If you look at the shamanism, you've got the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world. The middle world, which is more about this world now and kind of the energetic overlay of this world.
That's kind of the world of the Shinto afterlife.
Right.
So the kami are all relatable and they're all in that middle world area. They're still with us. We're just not necessarily seeing them or feeling them, sensing them. We have visual representations of the kami in our world, like this tree or the waterfall or something like that. But it's not so separated in this faraway place. The kami have the same kind of issues that we do. They are still going through
working through the same stuff that we are.
So they're very relatable. But they do have a little bit more of a mystique because they're more spiritual.
Right.
So it's a very different way
to conceptualize an afterlife.
It's a different way to conceptualize the concept of gods and mystical beings.
Right.
They're more relatable and closer to us and can help us more.
Right.
Instead of the God that's up in the temple
so separate.
in heaven.
Right.
So it's pretty traditional when you pass that your family declares you a kami. So when you pass, you are still with them, but you now have an elevated status as a kami.
You're moving on up.
You just kind of automatically graduate. There's really no such thing as punishment or heaven and hell. It's just kind of a continued existence.
Carry on.
When the Buddhist writings started emerging in the 5th century, the concepts of Buddhism sort of started merging with Shinto. So in the Shinto religion, you're going to find elements of
All kinds of different religions.
Buddhism. You're going to find elements of Confucianism.
Confucianism.
Not Confucianism. The teachings of Confucius. You're going to find in there. You're going to find teachings of Taoism in there. So they're going to find it's not unusual for a Shinto practitioner to have a Buddhist funeral.
There you go.
So, and that there's no conflict there. It's a very syncretic religion.
And the word syncretic means amalgamation. It means a blending, melding, merging, and kind of
adopting.
Taking all of the pieces together.
So Shinto, we're going to use a couple words here that you can add to your vocab if you don't have them already.
Which means vocabulary.
Shinto is both polytheistic and
pantheistic.
Polytheism is a religion that has many gods and goddesses. A pantheistic religion is one that kind of expands its reach and kind of accepts all gods and goddesses in different religions.
Which is what we call an evolutionary religion. It's a religion that continues to evolve over space and time, which stands the test of time.
That being said, there is not one specific central Mecca Shinto shrine. There are many, many, many Shinto shrines all over Japan. There are at least 100,000 Shinto shrines in Japan, and they're kind of localized. So each local community will have its local Shinto shrine with its Shinto priest.
And then within that culture, within that that village or that tribe or whatever, you've got the individual shrines in each individual family home.
Right. So in your individual family home, you might have things in the shrine for your ancestors and for individual things that mean something for the family.
That wouldn't necessarily be in the rest of the village.
And the village shrine has things that relate to the village and stories and all that rituals. And in the local shrine, there's things that bring the community together. When there's a birth of a child, the name of that child is submitted to the local Shinto shrine. So that child now becomes part of the local Shinto community. So it's very community oriented.
Yes.
So because it's very syncretic, you've also got a lot of not only traditions from Buddhism and the Shinto religion itself, but you've got traditions from local folk beliefs that get integrated. Different folk beliefs that have to do with spirit energies or devic energies or fairy kind of energies.
Right, or nature energies, nature spirits, nature energies.
Right, so you've got a whole lot of folk tradition in there too that might vary from village to village.
But it all gets integrated. That's why you'll have differences between different Shinto groups, but there are also commonalities. One of those being the gates.
Yes.
So when we're talking about the temples and the shrines, are they called temples?
They're more
called shrines?
more shrines because they're not like huge giant things. They're like more intimate shrines, the Shinto shrines.
Okay.
So they have these gates which symbolically represents a passing from our physical world into the world of spirit.
So we would call this in the West the veil.
Right. So it symbolically, as you pass the gate into the Shinto shrine,
You're now passing into the world of spirit.
you're now passing and can commune more with the kami in a spiritual place.
There you go.
So like we said, the Shinto religion is the goal of being a good Shinto practitioner is to maintain a simple and harmonious life with nature and people. And with that, the tenets of the religion are very simple. There are four
Pillars.
Four pillars.
Which makes a good foundation.
Right. The first one is tradition and the family.
Yep.
So your first and primary focus is tradition and your family, upholding those customs and those things that keep you close as a family.
Another one would be the love of nature.
Love of nature. So to commune with nature, to be with nature, to stay connected to the earth and the beauty and the spirit of nature.
And to allow that to be a part of your daily life.
Well, and one of the traditions of the Japanese people and of Shinto is to create environments that commune with nature and merge nature. So not a disruption of nature, but
harmony and balance with nature.
And balance of nature. The Zen garden, the Japanese garden, which
allows you to connect the inside world to the natural world.
And allows nature to become part of what you create in a harmonious way.
Yep. There's no real separation between you and the garden.
Well, and as you create this harmony with nature and your physical life as a human, you're also creating an internal harmony
Within your mind, within your heart, within your soul.
That's what I think is really beautiful about the Shinto religion and Japanese culture in general, is that harmony that is
A part of everything.
Yeah, the harmony between nature and the human
And the person, right.
person.
Nature and your experience.
Right.
Another tenet would be physical cleanliness.
Physical cleanliness is
Keeping your shrine clean.
number 3. So keeping your home clean, keeping your body clean. There are different rituals that you would go through the year or through the day, like of washing of the hands or washing out of the mouth or cleaning the body. Not with soap.
That would be rude.
Cleaning the body, ridding your mind of impure thoughts, those kinds of things.
And these are all exercises that allow you, going through the process of physical cleanliness, you're also cleansing your soul, you're also cleansing your heart, your emotions, and your mental state.
Well, and by maintaining rituals of physical cleanliness, you are telling your mind constantly that you must have pure thoughts.
You must release the things that no longer serve you.
So in the Shinto religion, the third tenet of physical cleanliness actually puts you in the habit of cleaning house.
Yes, purging on a regular.
Right, purging on a regular, so that these impurities don't build up in the system of the not only impurities of the body, but the impurities of the mind, jealousy, pride, envy, hate. You're cleansing
Which is all
them.
garbage that you don't need.
By cleansing the body and doing a physical ritual, you tell the mind
Release the things that are garbage.
How you do one thing is how you do all things.
Mm-hmm. Which brings us to our next one, which is one of my personal favorites.
Matsuri.
Which is about festivals.
Party!
Party time,
Shinto
Shinto.
is
Party time,
celebration.
Shinto. Party time.
Potty time?
Potty
Did you go to the
time.
bathroom?
Shinto.
Matsuri are festivals that are dedicated to the kami. So if you think about this, if there are 8 million kami,
There's always a party.
there's always a party. So
Makes me want to be Shinto.
Makes me want to be Shinto too, because what kami is what is
Especially if there's coffee and tiramisu.
because we have declared coffee a kami.
And tiramisu.
So omi kami coffee, creme brulee kami, and cannoli without pistachios kami. Those are my self-declared kami of the day. 8 million and 4 kami
kamis
are now in the Shinto pantheon.
You heard it here first.
Like I said, kami doesn't have to be a god. It can be a concept
Or a feeling, an
or
emotion.
a feeling or an emotion.
Something
or,
that connects you to nature or brings that feeling that nature brings to
So
you.
it's very loose. It's something that brings you joy and peace.
There you go.
So, like I said, I think Shinto is very beautiful because it is a simple concept and a simple goal of respect for other people, living in harmony with nature and other people, living in a concept of joy, peace, and harmony.
And doing things that make you feel good, genuinely feel good.
Because Matsuri.
And tiramisu.
Yeah. So, like, if there's 8 million kami, it could be like
8
5
million and 4.
8 million for it could be 5 o'clock is time for the celebration of coffee kami.
Yes.
And then, you know,
6 o'clock is the time for tiramisu.
so
coffee.
seriously, you can
Kami.
have like 10 Matsuri in one day if you want.
If there's 8 million and there's 365 days a year, do the math.
I think you can pick your favorite.
Do
You
the
don't-
maths.
You don't have to celebrate Matsuri for all 8 million. You'd be exhausted and probably broke. So I think you.
It doesn't take money to party.
Well, you're broke because
Because
you're
parties are
partying and not
fun.
you're going to work.
Oh.
I'm saying you.
No, you can party at work. There's a reason to celebrate everything.
Pick your favorite kami, and then
Or do them all.
David's trying to do them all. You might not see us on Better Diaries ever again because David
What this does,
is going to be Matsuriing all
Yes.
over the place.
I'm gonna Matsuri everywhere. Matsuri everywhere.
Kami Chicken says, subscribe, like, and share with all of the villages and all of their different Shinto temples and shrines, and comment below what you like the most, what you want to see next, because we want you to tell us what you want us to tell you.
Make a kami from anything and everything.
So go make a nice little Zen garden today. If you don't have a garden, just,
You could even put roses in there and call it Zen Rose Garden.
you could.
Don't call it Zen Rose Garden.
No, because that would be a trademark infringement.
Yes.
You guys have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day.
Be one with nature.
And we will see you tomorrow. We are about ready to go get some coffee omikami at this moment. Some more because I think I need more. And
So, thank you guys for watching us.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Have yourself an authentic day and be one with nature and be one with people.